on EA Sports.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Detroit Lions. Brandon Gaudin joined by Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Lions in this matchup, and this is going to be a heck of a chess match. This offense against a defense that will take no prisoners out there.
It's going to be a big-time battle, and I think that both of these teams have that mindset of, we're going to do what we do and make the other guys react to us. And we've definitely got a couple of headstrong coordinators who won't back down from a challenge. So this will be a battle of wits as much as it'll be a battle of brawn.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt, now in year number 6. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fielded at the 43. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So now the Lions go on offense in a great starting spot. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win, like a good pitcher, without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's another zone defense that looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Open man is Anderson. And he'll be brought down at the 27. The Lions at 6-2 to start play. They come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They won 6 of their last 8, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Throwing left sideline complete. It's Fields. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll drop to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And in for the Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Lions will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. A costly mistake there in the return game, and that is not how you want to answer an opening touchdown.
Yeah, and your defense is asking you a lot of questions right now because you're already down 7-0. You turn the ball over, they've got to go right back out there to try and keep it from getting to 14-0.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They're going to look to throw. Forced out to his left. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards in the first.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Lions lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And it's now 14-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
The numbers on the ground for Walker a week ago. 16 carries, 69 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Back to throw here. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And I think the ball's out. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
You remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Fields. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions take a 3-touchdown lead. Garibay on to attempt the point after. And it is now 21-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
That's pulled in at the 32. A 40-yard punt, given 3 on the return, and the Lions will take over. Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the second quarter. 2nd and long. He's airing it out for Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
He's going to take another shot here. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
This is Wilson on the jet sweep.
And he'll get this up to about the 40.
Pat Surtain up to make the play.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now on to punt. Fielded at the 33. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates.
We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to try and go deep again. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Lions are able to add on to their first half lead. The extra point up and good by Garibay.
And it is 28-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to lock.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And the Lions are going to take over at their own 41. But that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open and lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
But this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
And meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On third down, here's Walker. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Jameson Williams and the Lions get set for this next possession.
And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route-running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them.
Touchdown! Jameson Williams as the first half is winding down. And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And it is 42-0. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a... Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Lions.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe you're like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
And he'll get it up. About the 22. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it second down. On second down, it's Walker. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And it's intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Lions will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you're expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the field.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this. this is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. He'll look to throw. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Saints coming out now to take the field.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Walker hit and the ball is out.
Does the big boy have the juice? And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the app.
And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get... On 3rd down, here comes Swift.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 1 yard is the gain. And it's good enough for a Detroit first down.
Once again, it's Swift. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fields.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Second and 3. He finds his man, complete. That's Fields.
And the Lions are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
They'll try to run this one in, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Garibay on for the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Here's second and 8.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw.
And that one almost intercepted. Boy, he's got 2 already, nearly a 3rd, but not to be, and it's 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there.
CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided a long time ago.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now back to throw. Dancing to his left. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. They've got his man complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
The extra point up and good by Garibay.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things.
And that's caught inside the 30.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
A big play that time through the air. 51 yards. One final shot. They'll look to throw.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Well, this was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense.
I'm really out for blood this time, look.